mean, we got to start now. We got to start planning now.
Right. I think the plans are already,
Yeah,
working.
we already.
Plans are cooking.
We're doing soup every course.
That's it. Soup on soup on soup.
Yeah, we said 50 Shades of
50
Soup.
Shades of Soup. I love it.
Restaurant Punk, what's up?
Restaurant Punk! What's up, everybody? So one of the things that our group does fairly often as a whole.
It's chaos.
All of our restaurants do it. We've done it as a group before, but we do a buy one, get one free gift certificate promotion.
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
So there's a lot of interesting debate among why we do it. So it's between like even some of us or other people from the outside looking in. Why do we do buy one get one free gift certificates, and what does that do for us and our restaurants?
Number one thing, what it does, besides just bringing the influx of money for the restaurant for whatever day you do it, my biggest thing is you're promoting your restaurant for free. So
Right.
if I buy a gift card for $25 and I get a free one for $25, I'll give that to somebody that's never been to my restaurant, and that's a free promotion.
Right.
So it's like free advertising. I mean, so even though you're getting a buy one get one deal, you're gaining so many more customers in the long term aspect. And the short term, it sucks because they come back with all those gift cards. But that long term aspect, you go from 20 to 40 customers to 80 customers to 160. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's also a huge conversation piece.
Yeah,
you know
sure.
what I mean? Like not many people. I think one other restaurant in Cape May County decided to do something along the
Yes.
lines
Yeah,
of
that's
what we
right.
do.
Yeah.
But that after how long though?
But after how long, we've been doing it, but I think it's just a conversation piece. Like everybody who came back this year or even like the phone calls, like, oh my God, it's that time of year. It's that time of year.
Right,
Like they know, and people look forward to this time of getting these.
Yeah.
And it is free promotion. It does last a while, especially if we do no expirations, which we now do, to where like they can use it whenever.
Right.
And
Like one of the cool things I saw too, like even selling gift cards this year, like just talking to people as they were like coming to do it, they're like, oh, this is great. I'm going to give these out to, family members of mine, friends of mine. It's so cool that you guys do this.
I had a lady.
A lot of people feel like we are giving back to them too.
yeah,
it's like
absolutely. To a lot of our regulars.
I had a lady purchase a significant amount of money, and she bought a gift card, a $25 gift card for all the nurses and doctors in our local hospital, which is huge.
Yeah.
And you also have to think about like when people talk about return, right? Like that's just great for the community. It's
Yeah, that's what
awesome
I'm
that we
saying.
get to give back to whether it's first responders, whether it's the people on the front line in the hospital, but also, if we're talking profit wise, which a lot of people always question us profit, like how the hell do you make money?
Right.
Other than obviously the major influx that you get when people purchase, but okay, you gave everybody at the hospital $25. If you go to George's Place for dinner, they're still going to exceed a $25 bill.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we're still making some kind of money. We got a new customer. They're going to come in. They're going to bring their family, and it accumulates so much more throughout the years too.
Right. Like even this past Saturday, for me, like we had just sold gift cards the day before. Somebody that came in and bought one, they like came out and then they brought like, I don't know, like 4 other people with them.
And boom,
and then
look
they
at that.
had like a whole little event, and half of these people like had never even dined with us before.
Never.
It was the person who bought the gift certificate. Like they came out with their friends and they were like, no, you have to check it out. This is so cool. And then it introduces your restaurant and the environment to other
It's beautiful
people.
because that's what it all started along. Like I'm the one that started it like 5 years ago when Yanni was like, all right, well, how you do this in the winter? I'm like, I don't know. I got to find some money. I don't know what to do here. I got to survive from November, December, January, February, March, pretty much.
Right.
He's like, well, what are you thinking? I'm like, I don't know, some kind of gift card special.
Oh, this is your,
Yeah.
this is you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
I
how
never
us-
knew this.
Yeah.
The originator.
Yeah.
So, and then I was like, all right, let's do buy one, get one. And the first year was good. But the first year, they took all my gift cards and they went all to different restaurants. So,
Right, because only your restaurant was doing it.
so I'm in
at
a
the
restaurant. So, Decode Vintage got a lot of that bulk of the money because it was more expensive over there. But yeah,
Right.
so I was the one. I was the original starter of it because that's what made it better.
Yeah.
And I needed to find the money, and so I was like, all right, cool. But then I noticed that the people that came back I'd never seen before either, and they're like, oh, I only came here because my friend gave me a gift card to this restaurant for $25. I'm like, well, there you go.
Yeah.
So it was genius, and I was like, all right, cool. So now it's free advertisement for the restaurant,
Right.
Especially where the locals that have never been there. And as owners, you can catch up on bills, you catch up on any kind of
debt or
right now,
Right.
or
you're just buying Christmas for your family. That
exactly.
year.
So it's like an influx of cash, which is, I mean, it's plus for us.
I
We
noticed
did
too,
it-
like it gave us like another opportunity to talk to our customers and like
Yeah.
talk to our guest base, because like a lot of people came in and like
One-on-one.
you spend a little bit more time. It obviously takes, a good amount of time
Yeah.
to write out a gift certificate. So even if you're not the one writing it, or you're sitting with somebody that is writing it, they come out, they talk to you, you get to know your
Yeah.
guest base a lot better. And it kind of just builds your connection with them.
And
then you
also
get to-
builds our restaurant group because, I mean, now because all the restaurants are now doing it. This
Right.
is the first year that everybody's doing it.
Yep.
And you could say like, all right, well, I know of 2 customers that went to every single
Yeah,
restaurant.
we had to create a schedule for all restaurants saying the days, the times, and everything. So that way, when people came in, I addressed every single person who walked in. Like, is this your first stop? Have you been to any of our other restaurants?
Right.
And some people were like, oh, I just came from Courthouse, or I'm headed to Courthouse, or
Yeah.
I'm going over here, or I'm not going to Wildwood because I can never get into Wildwood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And well,
But they were so intrigued whenever I showed them the schedule. They were like, "Oh my god, can you like I texted it to people. They took
Yeah.
screenshots
Yeah.
of it. Like they were sending it to their friends,
family.
and
Yeah,
their
sure.
friends.
one woman sent her entire family so they can go around and
Yeah.
because it's
Divide and
perfect.
conquer.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but it's
But-
really a good deal for people too.
It's a
Because
great
It's a
deal.
great deal for people. Like one of the
Absolutely.
gentlemen that came and stopped in for us, he was from like the local retirement community, and he comes in actually all the time and like eats brunch with us.
Oh, nice.
So he was like, "Oh, I can't wait! Like now I have like this, and this is a great deal because now I can have a little extra money for my brunch." So that's kind of cool too.
Yeah, it's
Oh, that's
and
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when we did it over Harvest Weekend, and like people were walking by because Harvest Festival happens on Mechanic Street, and they have all these vendors and all this stuff, and so we just set up a table outside. We put like a couple little sunflowers on the table and slapped a sign on the door like, we're doing a BOGO. And it was kind of just one of those things to where we wanted to test the waters. It's our first year being open. We knew Black Friday was coming around, but just wanted to see and do something during the Harvest Festival.
Right.
And we did the BOGO, and I want to say 65 to 70% of the people who bought the gift cards have never been
even
there.
heard.
They've been- yeah, that's
Never even been there. Never even tried it. They were like, okay, well, we've been wanting to try it.
But now
This
we can.
gives us a reason to try
Yeah,
it.
sure. Absolutely.
And, they weren't even, it's not even like they were coming like, let me get 25. They're like, let me get $100 gift card because
Right.
if I do like it, or A, I can give this as a gift.
It's a gift,
And
yeah,
B, like
absolutely.
if I like it, I can double down and keep it and keep coming back. It's it's a great opportunity for people too, because stocking stuffers, everything,
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
you bought yourself a nice gift card that you get to use, but you get to gift the other one
Yeah,
for free. Like
right.
you didn't put any money into the other one.
But
you
like
know?
giving a gift card too for a restaurant is kind of like you're giving an experience
An
to somebody.
experience.
It's a lot different than just being like, I don't know, just like
I'm a
standard
big
gift,
experience
too.
gifter too. Like I don't want like a bunch of little tchotchkes under the tree and like all that stuff. And like I don't like
Tchotchkes?
tchotchkes.
Tchotchke.
Things.
Oh, in
little,
America,
like
we say
knickknacks.
things.
But like my nieces and nephews, like they're ranging anywhere from 2 years old to 8 years old.
Right.
And a couple years ago, like the amount of toys that parents have to pick
Oh.
up and do and this and that, whatever,
much.
like it's so freaking obnoxious.
Right.
And of course, grandparents overload you with more toys and more this. And I was like, you know what? Cutting this shit.
Right.
I went out and got like the local movie theater. I got like a gift
yeah,
card.
yeah, sure.
So I brought my niece and nephew and like I gave them the cards so they could pay for their own tickets and they could pay for their
yeah,
own
yeah.
sodas.
Yeah.
And like they ate that shit up. And it's
Yeah.
the same thing with
well, why would you eat the gift
restaurants.
card?
Take one thing seriously.
Yeah.
I am.
No, but it's an
Serious.
experience for people. And I think like for me personally, like that's like one of my favorite things
Yeah.
about like having done the gift card sale. It's
Yeah.
just like the connection, like that extra step of connection that
Yeah,
you
it's
can
nice.
get from the people.
And also
I enjoy
seeing how
that.
And you see who
excited
comes
they
back. Well,
are.
Yeah, they
They're
do get really so
stoked.
excited. Yeah.
It's fun for me because you can see who keeps on, and they all keep on coming back. I've had the same
Oh, yeah,
woman
for
that
you,
that bought for the hospital. She's done for 3 straight years now.
Right.
It's also funny. Like, I guess I don't know. I know Courthouse, you walk in, like, do you do gift card sales right at the front door?
No, we actually have to set a
Do
whole
you have
table.
it in the back? Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's
for
usually me, my
like,
mom, and Katie in the
my
back.
server station's like at the back of the restaurant. So people are walking in with like conviction. Like, I am here. I am here to get my gift card. Like
Yeah.
they were so excited and just like watching them strut through the restaurant to get it. And me in the back, I'm like, yes, us. You
Here
here
we
for a
are.
gift card?
Well, it's because it's perfect because I always do in the back. So like when people don't know what's going on, like tables that are sitting there eating,
Yeah.
they're actually get up and go wait in line for the gift card and then go back to eating.
Amazing.
It's beautiful. I told you, pure madness, just
I
pure
can-
madness.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And last year, the phone was dead within an hour and a half because it wouldn't stop. It was was just there was a line out the door.
Right.
You couldn't move anywhere. So this year I was like, let's make it 2 days. Let's make it a little longer and spread it out a little bit. It was so calm.
Right.
And we did this. We beat numbers last year's number. It was perfect.
Well, it's kind of fun too, right?
Yeah.
It has like a fun
Yeah.
element to it, just like interacting with everybody.
Oh, I
like
enjoy
that.
it.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Absolutely.
but the other restaurant owners don't understand. Like they think we're losing money. We're not
Right.
losing money. You're the ones losing money because
Well,
you're
you're
doing
building-
what's it? It's usually buy $100 one and you get like
25
free.
Right.
What the is that going to do?
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Thanks for the
building a-
1.5 cocktails.
Exactly. Yeah. Like so, why don't you just make it work because then it's going to come back because they always like I said.
Yeah. We're building our base.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's what I
Yeah.
said. Look at and each year because now I think everybody's done at least 2-3 years now.
Right.
And you see the numbers keep on growing because my numbers have tripled from the first year I did it.
Right.
So
sure.
it's and I still did more than last year, even though everybody would still did their own gift card, even though we had our Cara cook-off gift cards.
right.
I still beat it. Nuts. Do buy one get one.
Do you think that's a really interesting concept? Do you think if everybody in our area started doing like buy one get one
do I
free
think-
gift cards, do you think that it would still hold like something like special?
I think it would still hold something special because we're different. We're
Right.
not
Yeah.
Burger King or what is it called McDonald's. Arby's. Got
Right.
the meat sweats.
We have the meat.
But I think it'd still be special. But I think it's special because we do it.
Right.
And also, one thing that was very special this year that we did was our BOGO gift card / cook-off entry
Yeah.
to where, for the first time since George's invention of the BOGO gift cards, we did $1,000 buy-in.
And it was universal.
And it was a universal,
Right,
so you
for all
can
of
use
our
it at
restaurants.
every single location. You can use it for the catering company, the event planning company, you name it. So that was really cool to have everybody who came out. You know, we had a great dinner. We did a cook-off.
Even though I lost.
George lost with Yanni. Peter persevered
I'm still listening
again.
to people talk
Raving
about
about
that
it.
event.
Yeah.
You know, people that didn't come, people were like, oh, wait, like what happened? And then like the whole buzz around who won. I've had to tell the story about Pete's soup and how upset Yanni was about Pete's soup for
A
like,
soup.
I've been
Piece
Yeah.
of soup.
I've been telling this story since like Friday. It's like
I'm glad
people
you're-
just keep
I'm glad
asking
you're
about it.
doing
They're
this.
like,
But,
who won? Like, what's going on?
On the note of like
Yeah.
people talk and everything else, like, and just the interactions and experiences with our customers, so
Right.
many people who wanted to buy into that cook-off who couldn't make it. One thing that I absolutely adored was that they invited our servers to go and join.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
they,
really? Yeah. I
yeah.
missed
So like
that
we
'cause
had
I
a
was in the
couple of
back.
servers
Yes,
who
sat
ended up
down.
joining and sat down because the guests who bought the gift card
Right.
couldn't make it to the dinner, but they obviously love our team so much. Like they could have sent anybody,
Right.
anybody. And they were like, no, we want to send your server. Like she gave
Oh,
us
wow,
great
yeah.
service. She deserves a night out. She deserves it. And like,
Yeah.
I love that.
Right.
And one of Matt's servers who came and joined, they're like, I think 2 or 3 people tried to get her to go for them.
Oh, really?
And so she like brought other people because they
Yeah.
just kept on offering it
Right.
for her. But all the people who offered her their seat, she was texting them pictures of each course.
Oh, wow.
And it was like, you know, just so that way they could see like next year
yeah,
if you
that's
can
cool.
try. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I just thought it was so cool because it just creates like, I don't know, just so much more
Next year I'm
connectedness.
gonna win.
Absolutely. Are you?
Yeah, well, the
Hell
stakes
no.
are high. Someone's
Hell
got to
no.
jump into the bay.
Me and Yanni cannot beat Nico and Pete. Well, me and Yanni can't beat Pete.
Why not?
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got to start now. We got to start planning now.
Right. I think the plans are already, you know,
Yeah, we
working.
already.
Plans are
So
cooking.
did-
We're doing
I-
soup every course.
That's it. Soup on soup on soup.
Soup
Yeah,
on
we said
soup.
50 Shades of
50
Soup.
Shades of Soup. I love it.
This is just the time of year where everybody comes together anyway.
Yeah.
And so to do something with this, like with this experience of doing the BOGOs and connecting with everyone, like
Yeah.
in our community, it is a way of giving back. It's a way of reconnecting with them,
Yeah,
like
sure.
during such a
Absolutely.
chaotic time.
Yeah.
And especially, you know, in a season to where I feel like it feels very ghostly, but at the same time, like you see that wave of people and
Yeah,
everybody
it's
come
like this
back
little
and
spark of life too.
and just how much they support us. Like they
Yeah.
really come and spend even like, yeah, we're giving free money away, but people will come and spend hundreds of dollars in our gift cards because they want to share that with everybody. And that's such a beautiful thing. And I'm very grateful to be a part of
Can you
it.
imagine if we were in a
Absolutely.
big city and doing this?
No.
Ooh, no, man.
No.
So do BOGOs.
Yeah.
Make that money.
Or don't, because we'll keep doing them.
yeah, don't do them.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we want them all. That's
But
it.
yeah.
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 Fantastic. Restaurant Punk.
Restaurant punk.
Out.
Out.
I can't clap. So what's to do?
Oh.
What you got? What do you want?